Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Welcome back to Coins Dealer. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and valuable quarters out there, the 1968 Washington quarter. This coin has captured the imagination of collectors everywhere, and for a good reason. A special version of this quarter could be worth up to $1 million. So if you've got one hiding in your change jar, you're going to want to stick around. Now, let's get started with a quick history lesson. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932, originally as a commemoration for the 200th birthday of George Washington. It was so popular that it became the standard quarter design, and the Washington profile we see on our quarters has stuck around ever since. But today, we're focusing on one specific year and mint mark, the 1968 quarter. What's so special about it? Well, as you might know, 1968 was a significant year for U.S. coinage. It was the third year after the U.S. Mint switched from 90% silver quarters to a copper-nickel clad composition due to the rising cost of silver. So, in 1968, quarters were primarily minted in Philadelphia and Denver for circulation. But San Francisco also produced a limited number, with the S mint mark. These quarters weren't released into circulation, they were made for collectors and were only available in proof sets. Proof coins, like these, are specially made for collectors. They're struck multiple times with polished dies, creating a mirror-like finish and detailed, sharp designs that regular circulation coins don't have. If you see a 1968 quarter with an S mint mark, it's most likely from one of these proof sets. So, what's the big deal? Why are we talking about a 1968 S-proof quarter possibly being worth $1 million? Well, this is where things get really interesting. There's a rumor, and some actual evidence, that a very small number of these coins may have been struck in silver rather than copper-nickel. That's right, in an era when quarters were no longer made of silver, a rare few 1968 quarters may have been accidentally struck on silver planchets, or blanks, instead of the copper-nickel clad ones. This would make these coins incredibly valuable. We're talking about one-of-a-kind errors, and that's why collectors are so eager to find them. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare silver 1968 quarters? First, weight is a huge clue. A regular copper-nickel clad quarter weighs around 5.67 grams. But if your coin is a silver planchet, it should weigh around 6.25 grams. That small difference in weight could mean a big difference in value. You can easily check this with a precise coin scale. If your quarter is closer to that 6.25 gram weight, it might just be silver, and that could mean you have $1 million coin on your hands. Another way to tell is by sound. Silver quarters have a distinct ring when you tap them against a hard surface. Copper-nickel quarters, on the other hand, have a duller sound. This isn't a foolproof test, but if you don't have a scale handy, it might give you a hint. Alright, so you've checked the weight and sound, and maybe you think your 1968 quarter might be the real deal. What's next? Well, if you truly believe you have a silver quarter, the best course of action is to have it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can confirm the coin's metal composition and give it an official grade, which will add even more value if it's truly a rare error. Getting your coin authenticated and graded can cost a bit, but if it turns out to be the $1 million coin, it's definitely worth it. Plus, a graded coin with a certified error is more attractive to high-end collectors or even auction houses. Now, let's talk about the market value. Why would this error be worth so much? Error coins, especially those made with precious metals like silver, are extremely rare and can fetch high prices in the collector market. Only a few examples of these silver 1968 quarters are rumored to exist. And as the saying goes, rarity drives value. In fact, we've seen other error coins, like the 1970 quarter struck on a silver planchet, sell for thousands of dollars at auction. So, just imagine if you find one from 1968. So, what should you do if you want to start hunting for a 1968 quarter like this? Look through proof sets, check local coin shops, and keep an eye out for any older collections where a mistake like this might have slipped through. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, and we're talking about a coin that's taking the coin community by storm, the 1995 D Washington quarter. Believe it or not, some versions of this coin are valued at an astounding $1.9 million. That's right, $1.9 million for a quarter. So, what makes this seemingly ordinary 1995 quarter worth so much? Could you have one lying around without even knowing it? Stick around, because we're going to explore everything you need to know about the 1995 D Washington quarter and how to identify if you've hit the jackpot. Before we get into what makes this particular coin so special, let's take a quick look back. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American coinage since 1932, originally released to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. Over the years, millions of quarters have been minted, but only a rare few reach the value we're talking about today. Fast forward to 1995. The D mint mark on the 1995 D Washington quarter signifies that it was minted in Denver, and while most of these coins are worth just face value, certain rare versions of this quarter are highly sought after by collectors. So, what exactly makes this coin worth up to $1.9 million? There are a few factors that make some 1995 D quarters incredibly valuable. Let's break them down. First, there's the possibility of errors. Some coins may have been struck with mistakes, like a double die, misalignment, or even a significant design flaw. These kinds of mint errors are rare, and collectors will pay huge sums for coins that show unique variations from the standard design. Double dies, for instance, are a popular error. This happens when the die, the stamp that strikes the image onto the coin, shifts slightly, creating a doubled image on one or more parts of the coin. If you notice any doubling on the United States of America text or Washington's profile, you may have a valuable coin on your hands. Condition is another big factor. Coins graded at a high level, like MS 68 or higher, are often the ones that fetch top dollar. For reference, coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC. Coins graded MS 68 and above are almost flawless, which is extremely rare for coins in general circulation. High grades are especially rare in older coins because they've had more time to accumulate wear and tear. So, if your 1995 D Washington quarter is in mint condition, it could be worth a small fortune. Alright, so how do you know if your 1995 D quarter is worth something special? Let's go through a checklist. First, inspect the coin closely for any mint errors. Look at the text around the edges, Washington's profile, and the eagle on the back. Any noticeable doubling or irregularities could mean you're holding a rare variety. Next, evaluate the coin's condition. If it looks brand new or has minimal scratches, it might be worth sending it to a grading service. Remember, coins in pristine condition tend to be the most valuable. If you think you've spotted an error or if the coin is in excellent condition, consider having it professionally graded. A professional appraisal will give you a clear sense of the coin's value and may even attract serious collectors if you decide to sell it. Once you know your coin's value, where do you sell it? For coins as rare as the $1.9 million 1995 D Washington quarter, your best bet is an auction house like Heritage Auctions or a reputable coin dealer. Online platforms like eBay are also an option, but high-value collectors often prefer trusted auction sites. Keep in mind, you'll need to have your coin authenticated and graded if you want to attract serious buyers. A certified coin will have a higher chance of selling for top dollar. To sum it up, the 1995 D Washington quarter is a coin that might surprise you with its value. Although most are worth only face value, those with rare errors or in high-grade conditions can reach values up to $1.9 million. So, take a look at those quarters lying around in your pocket change or old coin jars. If you're a coin collector or just fascinated by the idea of finding valuable coins, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Coins Dealer for more coin collecting tips. Who knows? Your next coin discovery might be worth millions. We have something really special. Did you know that some of the most common-looking coins can hold massive hidden value? In today's episode, we're diving into one such treasure, the 1999 P. Washington quarter. That's right, this coin could potentially be worth a whopping $1.80 million, you heard me right. A seemingly simple quarter with the P mint mark from 1999 could make you a millionaire. Stick around to find out why this particular quarter is worth so much, what makes it unique, and how you can spot these valuable coins. Let's start with a quick history lesson. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, our first president. It's been in circulation ever since, and over the years, millions of quarters have been minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and even San Francisco. But the 1999 P. Washington quarter is extra special. This particular year marked the beginning of the state quarters program, which featured different state designs on the reverse side of each coin. People loved collecting these quarters, and the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of them. But not all 1999 P quarters are created equal. So, why is the 1999 P. Washington quarter worth so much? Coins from this series are generally worth face value, but a few extremely rare varieties stand out, making collectors and investors willing to pay top dollar, up to $1.8 million for one of these gems. What makes a coin valuable usually boils down to a few factors: condition, rarity, and any unique characteristics or errors. And believe me, the 1999 P quarter has it all. Alright, let's talk about the specific traits you need to look for. The most valuable 1999 P quarters are those with error types, particularly the mule errors. A mule error is when a coin is struck using mismatched dies, leading to an unusual or even unique design. In the case of the 1999 P. Washington quarter, there are some coins that feature an unexpected design on the back or unique striking patterns that make them one of a kind. Collectors go absolutely crazy for mule errors because they're so rare. Some experts believe that only a handful of these 1999 P quarters with specific errors exist, which means if you find one, you're sitting on a potential fortune. The next thing you want to look for is the condition or grade of the coin. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless, mint condition coin. Coins graded at 67 or higher, especially if they have rare errors, are the ones that can bring in the big bucks. If you think you might have a rare 1999 P quarter, get it professionally graded by a certified numismatic grading service. These experts can identify whether your coin has any special characteristics and assign it a grade, which helps determine its value. Okay, so how do you identify the 1999 P. Washington quarter? First, look for the P mint mark on the front side, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. This indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. Then, turn the coin over and check for any unusual details on the reverse side. If you notice anything strange, such as an off-center strike, doubled images, or mismatched designs, you may have struck gold, or in this case, silver. Keep in mind that while some minor errors are common, the rare mule and significant doubling errors are what really drive up the value. Now, let's talk numbers. Experts estimate that only a handful of the 1999 P. Washington quarters with mule errors or specific doubling features exist. This makes them one of the rarest coins in circulation, which is why they're valued so highly. It's like winning the coin collector's lottery, and just like the lottery, finding one isn't easy, but it's not impossible. Many of these rare coins are actually found in change, coin rolls, or forgotten collections. So, where can you find one of these valuable quarters? Start by searching through your own collection. Check old coin jars, piggy banks, and rolls of quarters from the bank. You never know what could be hiding in plain sight. If you don't find one right away, don't get discouraged. Patience is key when coin collecting. You can also visit coin shops or coin shows to see if dealers have 1999 P quarters available, but be prepared to pay a premium if they're aware of its potential value. before you go hunting for these quarters, a quick reminder: always store your coins properly. Keeping them in coin holders or capsules can prevent scratches and preserve their condition, which is especially important if you want to maximize their value. Another tip is to join online forums or local coin collecting clubs. There, you can connect with other enthusiasts who can help you identify rare varieties or errors and share valuable information on recent coin discoveries. Alright, collectors. That's a wrap on the amazing 1999 P. Washington quarter. To recap, you're looking for that P mint mark, rare error types like mules or significant doubling, and a high grade. If you find one of these treasures, you could be looking at a coin worth up to $1.80 million. If you enjoyed this video or learned something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest videos. Who knows, the next big coin discovery could be waiting for you. Let us know in the comments if you've ever come across any rare coins or what treasures you're hoping to find. We're talking about the incredible 2000 D Washington quarter that's valued at a staggering $1.8 million. Let's dive in and find out why this quarter is so special, and what you should look for if you happen to come across one. Welcome back to Coins Dealer. If you're new here, we love exploring valuable coins, hidden treasures, and collectibles you might have in your own home. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for updates. Today, we're focusing on a coin that has fascinated collectors and treasure hunters, the 2000 D Washington quarter. Now, while this coin is typically part of pocket change, some have sold for thousands, even hundreds of thousands, and the rarest of the rare has reached a breathtaking $1.8 million at auction. To understand why this coin is so valuable, let's quickly go over the history of the Washington quarter. This design was first introduced in 1932 to celebrate the 200th birthday of George Washington. Since then, it's become one of America's most iconic coins. The 2000 Washington quarter was part of the 50-State Quarters program, a series that featured designs celebrating each U.S. state and sparked a new interest in coin collecting. Now, you might be wondering, why specifically the 2000 D quarter? Well, the D mint mark stands for the Denver Mint, where these coins were produced. While millions of quarters were minted that year, only a select few have shown characteristics that make them incredibly valuable. We'll get into what those traits are in just a bit. So, what makes a 2000 D Washington quarter worth $1.8 million? The answer lies in rare minting errors and unique features that distinguish it from the rest. Some of these high-value coins display errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or even unique die varieties that resulted in slight design alterations. These errors are extremely rare, and collectors are willing to pay huge sums for a pristine example. If you think you found a valuable 2000 D Washington quarter, here are some of the key errors to look for. Check both sides of the coin for signs of doubling, especially on the inscriptions and Washington's profile. This happens when the coin's images or text are slightly out of place. In some cases, the coin may appear larger or have a flattened rim due to an error in the minting process. Each of these errors can increase the value of your coin substantially, especially if it's in high-grade, uncirculated condition. Coin grading is crucial to determining a coin's value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better condition. To reach that $1.8 million mark, the coin must be nearly flawless, ideally graded MS 67 or higher. Only a handful of coins with this grade exist, making them extremely sought after by collectors. Grading your coin professionally can make all the difference. Professional grading not only validates the authenticity of the coin but also gives potential buyers confidence in its quality. So, why would anyone pay so much for a quarter? The answer lies in scarcity and demand. Coin collectors are always on the hunt for rare and valuable coins, especially those with unique characteristics. For the 2000 D quarter, a combination of rarity, minting errors, and historical interest has driven up its value. When a rare coin like this comes to auction, it creates a frenzy among bidders, driving the price up. Curious if you have one of these valuable quarters? Start by checking your loose change, and if you find a 2000 D Washington quarter, examine it closely for any of the errors we discussed. If you think you've found something special, consider getting it graded professionally. Many grading services, like PCGS or NGC, can evaluate your coin's condition and provide a certification that can dramatically increase its market value. Even if your quarter isn't worth millions, some 2000 D Washington quarters with unique characteristics have sold for several $1,000s at auction. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, it's worth paying attention to these coins. With the right find, you could have a small fortune right in your pocket. So, the next time you're sorting through your coins, remember that even the most ordinary-looking quarter could be hiding extraordinary value. Keep an eye out, educate yourself on what makes these coins valuable, and maybe, just maybe, you'll strike gold with a 2000 D Washington quarter worth $1.8 million. We're diving into the fascinating story of the 2001 D Washington quarter, a coin that could be worth up to a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. Stick around as we reveal what makes this coin so unique, how to spot a valuable one, and whether you could have a hidden treasure in your collection. Let's start with a bit of background. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932, originally to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. Over the years, it became one of the most popular and widely circulated coins in the United States. The Washington Quarter series has featured many designs and varieties, including this 2001 version, minted in Denver and marked with the D mint mark. So, what makes the 2001 D quarter so valuable? This coin isn't your everyday quarter. Some of these coins have an incredibly high value due to a few rare attributes that collectors highly prize. These might include errors in the minting process, exceptional grades in terms of condition, and unique characteristics that make it stand out from the rest. In particular, collectors look for a few factors when determining the value of the 2001 D Washington quarter. These include mint errors, unique die characteristics, and the coin's overall preservation, also known as its grade. A high-grade, near-perfect quarter with the right features could fetch a stunning price at auction, sometimes reaching up to $1.8 million. Now let's break down the specific errors that can make this quarter so valuable. Errors in minting occur when something goes wrong during the coin production process. In the case of the 2001 D Washington quarter, there are several types of errors that collectors look for, including double dies, off-center strikes, and sometimes unique die breaks. A double die error, for example, means the coin was struck twice by the die, creating a distinctive doubling effect on letters or numbers. Look closely at the date, the word Liberty, and other inscriptions. If you see any doubling or misalignment, that could indicate a valuable error. Another essential factor in determining the coin's value is its condition, or grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. A 2001 D Washington quarter that's been graded 68 or higher, ideally with no scratches, wear, or blemishes, can fetch thousands or even millions of dollars, depending on other unique characteristics it may have. So, if you have a 2001 D quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition, you could be looking at something highly collectible and possibly worth a small fortune. But why would anyone pay so much for a quarter? The answer is rarity and demand. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for rare coins with unique features, and as time passes, fewer high-quality 2001 D quarters remain. Combined with the thrill of owning a mint error coin, this demand can drive prices to extraordinary levels. Think of it like any collectible: rare baseball cards, vintage comic books, and, yes, coins. If you have a coin that stands out due to an error, exceptional condition, or rarity, it becomes highly desirable among collectors, and the value can skyrocket. So, how can you tell if your 2001 D Washington quarter is valuable? Here are some steps you can take. Look for the D below the date on the coin. If it's not there, you may have another version. Look for any visible double die or off-center strikes, especially on inscriptions or the design details. The closer your coin is to mint condition, the higher its potential value. Avoid cleaning it, as this can reduce the coin's grade and, therefore, it's worth. If you suspect your coin is rare, it might be worth sending it to a professional grading service. A high-grade, error coin can significantly increase its value. To put things in perspective, let's take a quick look at recent auction sales. In one famous case, a 2001 D Washington quarter with an impressive grade and distinct mint errors sold for nearly $1.8 million at auction. These auction records remind us that while it's rare, the possibility is there. Even if your coin doesn't reach the millions, finding a valuable one can still yield impressive returns. So, there you have it, the story behind the 2001 D Washington quarter that could be worth up to $1.8 million. Remember, while these coins are rare, it never hurts to check your spare change. Who knows, you might have a hidden gem in your pocket or piggy bank. We're diving deep into the world of rare and valuable coins, focusing on a 2006 Mint Mark Washington quarter that might just make you a millionaire. That's right, this quarter is valued at a staggering $1.6 million. Let's uncover what makes it so valuable, how to identify it, and why collectors are going crazy for it. Before we dive into the reasons for this insane valuation, let's start with a bit of history. The 2006 Washington quarter is part of the Washington State Quarter Series, which honored each of the 50 U.S. states from 1999 to 2008. Released by the U.S. Mint, these quarters were unique because they celebrated each state's history, symbols, and achievements. The Washington quarter was released in 2006, and it showcased a beautiful design featuring a leaping salmon and Mount Rainier in the background, paying homage to the state's rich natural beauty and wildlife. Now, you might be wondering, what does the P mean? The P Mint Mark stands for the Philadelphia Mint, one of the main mints in the United States that produces coins. While millions of these coins were made at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, there's something unique about this particular 2006 P Washington quarter that has collectors on the hunt. So, what makes this coin worth such a fortune? It all comes down to a combination of rarity, error, and condition. There are very few known examples of a special minting error found in some 2006 P quarters. This error is incredibly rare, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for one in perfect condition. Minting errors can include a variety of things like double dies, where the design is struck twice by the die, or off-centering, where the design is shifted on the coin. For the 2006 P Washington quarter, there's a specific error in the coin strike and finish, making it highly valuable to serious collectors. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable quarters? Here's a step-by-step guide on what to look for. The coin needs to be in pristine, almost untouched condition. Check for sharp details and no visible wear. Look closely at the Washington portrait and the P Mint mark. Some errors might include double dies on Washington's face or any unusual marking near the mint mark. A high-grade finish is essential. Collectors are looking for coins with a flawless shine. Using a magnifying glass or a coin microscope can help you spot the details you'd miss with the naked eye. Even minor details can make the difference between a standard quarter and $1 million rarity. Let's talk about the market for these rare quarters. Rare error coins like this one are highly sought after by collectors around the world. In recent years, coin auctions have seen prices soar, with rare coins often selling for hundreds of thousands, and occasionally even millions of dollars. In fact, some quarters with unique errors or in perfect condition have fetched incredible prices at auctions. These coins are seen as historical artifacts and unique pieces of craftsmanship that stand out among standard coins. Now, if you think you found a 2006 P Washington quarter with the $1 million error, you'll want to preserve it carefully. Handling your coins properly and storing them in a safe environment is crucial to maintaining their value. Here are a few quick tips. Always handle coins by the edges to avoid smudges, store them in protective holders or capsules, keep them in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight. To maximize the value of your coin, consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Grading verifies the coin's authenticity and condition, which can significantly boost its value, especially for rare error coins like this. Once graded, your coin will be securely sealed in a tamper-proof holder with a certification label that lists its condition and grade. This adds credibility and makes it easier to sell at top market value. So there you have it. If you have a 2006 P Washington quarter, don't overlook it. Who knows? You might just be holding $1 million coin in your pocket or coin jar. Remember to carefully inspect your coins, preserve them well, and, if you think you've struck gold, consider getting it graded. You never know, your quarter could be the next one to fetch $1.6 million. If you enjoyed learning about rare coins and want more videos like this, hit that like button, subscribe to Coins Dealer and drop a comment below if you think you have a valuable coin story to share. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 2014 Washington quarter dollar coin. This specific coin, minted in Philadelphia and marked with a P mint mark, has some versions that collectors are paying astronomical prices for, up to $1.6 million. So, what makes this 2014 P Washington quarter so special? At a glance, it may look like an ordinary quarter in your pocket change. But there's much more to this story. Today, we'll break down the unique features of this coin, why certain variations are so valuable, and the history behind its striking design. First, let's talk about the design. The 2014 quarter continues the legacy of the America the Beautiful series. Each quarter in this series honors a different national site in the United States, and the 2014 Philadelphia minted quarter features the Great Smoky Mountains National Park in Tennessee on its reverse. The front, as always, displays the iconic portrait of George Washington. This design beautifully captures the landscape of the Great Smoky Mountains. It's one of the most beloved parks in the country, and this quarter brings that to life with its intricate depiction of a log cabin, a mist-covered forest, and even the classic American black bear. But the minting process for these quarters adds a unique twist. Now, the 2014 Washington quarter we're discussing was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most prolific mints in the U.S. The P mint mark you see on this coin signifies its origin from Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Mint is known for producing high volumes of coins, but sometimes, even the smallest of minting errors can turn a coin's value from cents to thousands, or even millions. Here's where things get interesting. Some 2014 Washington quarters contain rare mint errors, making them highly sought after. These error coins can dramatically increase the value of a coin, especially for collectors who prize unique variations. So, what types of errors should you be looking for on the 2014 P Washington quarter? One major type to watch for is the double die error, where the images or lettering on the coin appear to be doubled. This can happen when a coin is struck more than once by the die, creating a fascinating visual effect. Other notable errors include off-center strikes and die cracks. Some of these errors are incredibly rare, and collectors are willing to pay huge sums for well-preserved examples. But how does a simple quarter like this end up being worth $1.6 million? The answer lies in the rarity, the error type, and, of course, the condition. At a recent high-stakes auction, one pristine error variant of this coin sold for over $1 million. Its rarity and demand in the market drove the price through the roof. When it comes to high-value coins, professional grading is essential. If you think you might have a rare 2014 P quarter, sending it to a reputable grading service can confirm its quality and authenticity, potentially increasing its value. So, how can you tell if your 2014 P Washington quarter is worth more than face value? First, carefully examine the coin for any visible errors. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubled letters or numbers, or any unusual marks around the rim or edges. Make sure you're in a well-lit space to catch those small details that could mean big money. Condition is another key factor in determining a coin's worth. A high-grade coin in uncirculated condition can be exponentially more valuable than one that's been in circulation. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC assess coins based on factors like sharpness of detail, luster, and absence of wear. Top-tier coins, especially those with mint state grades of MS-65 or higher, can command thousands of dollars. So, if you have a pristine 2014 P quarter with an error, you could be holding on to something special. So, next time you have spare change, don't overlook your quarters. Check each one carefully, as you might find a hidden gem among them. That 2014 Washington quarter could just be the $1 million treasure you've been hoping for. We're diving into a jaw-dropping discovery, the 2015 P Washington quarter that's worth up to $1.8 million. That's right, you might have a small fortune sitting in your pocket change. If you're a collector, treasure hunter, or just curious about what makes coins so valuable, keep watching. Let's start by understanding the basics. This coin is a 2015 Washington quarter with the P mint mark. That P tells us it was minted in Philadelphia, which, in itself, isn't too unusual. But here's the exciting part: certain rare features and unique characteristics make this particular 2015 quarter worth a jaw-dropping sum. Produced as part of the America the Beautiful series, this coin highlights significant national parks and sites, and the 2015 series includes designs for locations like the Kisatchie National Forest in Louisiana. So, it's both a piece of art and history. Alright, now let's talk about the million-dollar question: why is this coin worth up to $1.8 million? Like many valuable coins, it comes down to rarity, condition, and unique errors or varieties. Collectors seek out coins with distinct errors or exceptional minting quality. Some of the key things that make this 2015 P quarter so valuable include: coins can become highly valuable due to mint errors, whether it's a double die, off-center strike, or other unusual variations. With the 2015 P quarter, collectors have discovered a rare double die variety that makes this coin incredibly unique. In some cases, doubling occurs on Washington's profile or the inscriptions, adding that wow factor for collectors. To fetch the big bucks, these quarters need to be in top-notch condition, often graded as mint state or MS-65 and higher. The higher the grade, the better the value. MS-68, MS-69, and even the elusive MS-70 are what we're talking about here. Coins in this pristine state are incredibly rare, meaning that even minor flaws can decrease the value significantly. A coin's value is driven by demand, and with the right combination of rarity and error, the 2015 P quarter becomes highly sought after. Not many of these error coins in mint state exist, creating a perfect storm for high prices. Now, let's get hands-on. If you've got a 2015 P Washington quarter, here's how you can check if it's the next $1 million find. First, look for the P mint mark on the obverse side, right near Washington's head. This mark tells you it was minted in Philadelphia. Next, inspect the coin carefully for doubling or unusual details on Washington's profile, lettering, or anywhere else on the coin. A jeweler's loupe or magnifying glass will help you spot these small details. Check the overall condition. Ideally, you want a coin with sharp details, no scratches, and a nice luster. The closer your coin is to mint perfection, the more it could be worth. Finally, if you think you've got a gem, consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Grading authenticates and officially rates the coin's condition, which is essential for determining its real value. Let's look at some real-life examples of 2015 P quarters that have sold for huge sums. Just this past year, one of these coins sold at auction for over $1.8 million. The coin had rare mint errors and an MS-68 grade. That combination is what made collectors go crazy. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers frequently feature high-value coins like this, showing how intense the demand is. So if you find a rare error coin, grading it and putting it up for auction could be your ticket to a life-changing payday. Before we wrap up, here are some quick tips for any aspiring coin collectors out there. Follow numismatic websites, forums, and auction sites to stay updated on valuable coins, as these markets can change quickly. Store your coins in protective holders to keep them in the best possible condition. Even minor handling can affect a coin's value. Finding a rare coin can take time, but patience and persistence often pay off in the coin world. Don't get discouraged if you don't hit the jackpot right away. Alright, collectors, are you excited to start hunting through your change for a 2015 P quarter? Let us know in the comments if you've come across any interesting finds lately, or if you think you might have a valuable 2015 quarter in your collection. And remember, every coin has a story, sometimes even a fortune. We're diving into one of the most surprising stories in coin collecting, the 2016 P Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar that could be worth a whopping $1.9 million. That's right, a regular-looking quarter you might have in your pocket or piggy bank could actually be worth a fortune. So, what makes this particular coin so valuable? Is it rare, an error coin, or is there something unique that collectors are going crazy over? We'll cover everything you need to know about this potentially million-dollar quarter and give you tips on how to identify whether you have one. The Washington quarter has been a staple in American currency since 1932, originally created to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. Over the years, the design has changed, but the basic concept remained, a quarter featuring the first president on the front. In 2016, the U.S. Mint continued with the America the Beautiful series, featuring Harper's Ferry National Historical Park on the reverse side. The 2016 quarters were minted in large numbers at both the Philadelphia, P, and Denver, D, mints. However, it's the Philadelphia Mint Mark quarters, specifically, that have caused a lot of excitement in the collector world. Now, why is this quarter so valuable? There are a few theories. For one, mint errors are a big deal in coin collecting. Error coins, especially those with unusual die breaks, doubling, or striking errors, can sometimes sell for high prices. But what makes this 2016 P quarter so unique? One significant factor collectors consider is the rarity of the error. If only a few 2016 quarters were minted with a specific error, like a doubled die or a unique edge, that rarity alone can drive prices sky high. Coins with noticeable and rare minting errors are highly sought after by collectors and investors. Additionally, the coin's condition is crucial. Coins in mint state conditions, graded MS 65 or higher, can fetch much higher prices. Many collectors believe that a 2016 P quarter with unique characteristics or an exceptionally high grade could be worth up to $1.9 million. So, what should you be looking for on a 2016 P quarter? Here are some details that could mean the difference between 25 cents and $1.9 million. First, look for the P mint mark on the obverse side, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. This indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. Next, examine the coin under a magnifying glass or with a high-res camera. Look for doubling on Washington's face or around the letters, especially on the words Liberty and In God We Trust. Doubling errors are among the most valuable in coin collecting. Check the edges for any unusual features. Some coins have reeded or even partially smooth edges due to minting errors. If your 2016 quarter has anything unusual along the edge, it could be valuable. On the back, look closely at the Harper's Ferry design. Sometimes, errors can cause doubling or distortion in the finer details, which adds to the coin's uniqueness and value. Pro tip: when examining coins, use good lighting and a 10x magnifying glass to spot these tiny details. You never know what you might find. Let's talk about coin grading. For a coin to reach a sky-high valuation like $1.9 million, it needs to be in top condition. Grading services like PCGS or NGC are trusted by collectors worldwide and can determine a coin's true value. A mint state, MS, grade of 65 or higher makes a big difference in the value of any coin. For rare error coins, top-grade conditions can multiply their value by hundreds or thousands of times. That's why it's crucial to handle your coins carefully, no fingerprints or scratches, before sending them for grading. Now, if you're interested in finding one of these rare coins, here are a few tips. Don't overlook your pocket change. Every time you get quarters, check the dates and mint marks. Rare coins are sometimes found in circulation. Coin shows are also a great way to find rare coins. You might even find a dealer with a 2016 quarter or similar era coins worth a closer look. Online coin communities and forums, like the American Numismatic Association, are fantastic resources. Here, collectors share their finds, grading tips, and even post rare coins for sale. So, could you have a $1.9 million quarter hiding in plain sight? If you have a 2016 P mint mark Washington quarter, it's worth examining carefully. You might just be holding onto a piece of numismatic history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insights into rare and valuable coins. Let us know in the comments if you've come across any rare finds. We're talking about an incredible coin that could be worth up to $1.9 million, the 2021 D Washington quarter dollar. That's right. It's one of the most recent coins to gain immense value, and collectors are going wild over it. But what exactly makes this coin so valuable? Why are collectors willing to pay such astronomical amounts for a quarter minted just a couple of years ago? In this video, we're going to break down the history of the Washington quarter, explore the details of the 2021 D mint mark, and show you what to look for if you think you might have one of these million-dollar coins. Let's start with a little history. The Washington quarter has been around since 1932, originally minted to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Over the years, this quarter has gone through several design changes, including the State Quarters program, the America the Beautiful series, and the newest American Women Quarters program. The design on the obverse, or front, has largely remained the same, with Washington's profile. However, it's the changes in the reverse designs and certain unique mint marks that can create real value for collectors. Now, let's talk about mint marks and why they're important. Coins minted in different locations have specific marks. For example, Denver coins have a D, Philadelphia coins have no mint mark, San Francisco coins have an S, and so on. In 2021, the Washington quarter was produced at various mints, but today, we're focusing specifically on the 2021 D, meaning it was minted in Denver. The mint mark, located just below the words, "In God We Trust," plays a huge role in identifying the origin and potential value of the coin. So, what exactly makes the 2021 D Washington quarter worth up to $1.9 million? Well, there are a few factors that collectors are looking for. First, we have rarity. Even though millions of quarters were minted, specific era coins or coins in perfect condition can drive up the value immensely. Era coins, for example, can occur during the minting process. These errors might include double strikes, off-center strikes, or unique die marks. These rare errors can make a standard quarter into a collector's item. On the 2021 D, some collectors have found what they believe to be unique errors in the details on Washington's face or in the lettering, which has driven prices way up. Another factor that's extremely important is the coin's condition, graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. A coin in perfect, mint state 70 condition is rare, especially when it comes to error coins. This is why collectors are willing to pay top dollar. Coins that are found in circulation may have scratches, nicks, or signs of wear, which can significantly lower their value. A 2021 D in pristine condition with a unique error, graded at MS 70, could easily reach that $1.9 million mark at auction. Now, you might be wondering, is anyone actually paying $1.9 million for this quarter? Well, let's look at recent trends in the numismatic market. In recent years, coin auctions have set record-breaking prices for rare coins. Some Washington quarters from other years have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars, but only those with extreme rarity or high grades. The demand for this 2021 D quarter is building, especially as collectors hunt for pristine or error versions. So, how do you know if your 2021 D quarter could be worth a fortune? Here's what you should look for. First, check the mint mark. Make sure it has the D for Denver. Then, inspect it closely for any unusual marks or misprints. These could be signs of an error coin. You'll also want to check its overall condition. If you think your coin might be valuable, consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. They can assess its condition and help verify its value in the market. If you're serious about collecting or even just hoping to find that $1 million coin, I have a few final tips. First, keep any unusual or pristine coins you find in a safe place. Second, stay informed on the latest market trends and auction results. Values can fluctuate, and the timing of when you sell can make a big difference. Remember, rare coins are an investment, and like any investment, the value can go up or down. The 2021 D Washington quarter might not always fetch $1.9 million, but for now, it's one of the most talked about coins in the collecting world.